Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud Learn to Lead. This is Ashu and today we will discuss very important current affair of 25th of December. So guys, Merry Christmas. I hope Santa will fulfill all your dreams. And guys, today's video you can see here the two best images, but today we will discuss 6 most important current affair and 7 very important current affairs and one question under the important section. So watch the video till the end, but before proceeding I want to discuss about Affairs Cloud subscription, that you can buy our Affairs Cloud subscription with two methods. You can visit our website, that is affairscloud.com/current affairs, or you can directly go to the description box of this video. Under the description box we put a link, and by clicking on that link you can directly reach the subscription area. What you will get in the current affairs subscription? You will get the daily wise PDF. In the daily wise PDF section you will get the two PDFs. One is related to the theoretical current affairs, second is related to the question and answer PDF of particular day. Next is the weekly PDF, and guys, this PDF is very important because you can revise the current affair on the weekly basis. Next is the weekly test, very important section because you can evaluate yourself that how much current affair you can retain for long time period. Next section is the monthly PDF section, and in this section you will get the 5 PDFs. So that's why it is the most important section, because according to your need we divided this section into 5 PDFs. First is related to the theoretical current affairs of the month. In this section it means you will get all the theoretical current affairs of particular month in one compiled PDF. Next is question and answer PDF. It means all the theoretical current affairs will be provided to you in the form of question and answer so that you can revise and retain for long time period. Next is the pocket PDF. As the name suggests, it is very important to revise the current affair very quickly before your exam. Next section is the banking, finance and economy PDF. Very important for those aspirants who are preparing for banking exam. And last section guys is the question and answer PDF top 100. It means top 100 current affairs will be provided to you in the form of question and answer so that you can revise the most important current affair very easily. So all these things comes under one subscription, and this subscription provided to you at very minimal cost. If you go to the description box link, then you were definitely surprised to see the price. And on that minimal price, we are providing you 10% extra discount. How you will get this 10% extra discount? You will get, if you use this code ASH10, then you will get the 10% extra discount. So let's start today's video, that is the 25th of December. And firstly, we are starting the most important questions. And here is our first question. Which country will host Global Media and Film Summit in 2021? So guys, mark under the most important section. We are talking about Global Media and Film Summit in 2021. So answer is very simple. Answer is India. So mark the answer A is right. So mark answer India. So you can see here the Singapore. Singapore will host World Economic Forum in 2021, and Scotland will host Conference of Parties 26, that is the Climate Change Network of 26 meeting, and it will be held in Glasgow, Scotland. You can also see in the picture that India to host Global Media and Film Summit 2021, it will also set up a special pavilion at Cannes in 2022, because in 2022 it is a 75th anniversary of the Cannes Film Festival in 2022. So remember, India is also building a special pavilion at Cannes in 2022 because there is a Cannes Film Festival celebrating of 75 years. So you have to remember this also. So you can see here, India will also establish a special pavilion at Cannes in 2022 as the Cannes Film Festival celebrates 75 years. So this is again one of the important part. Next is Indian government in collaboration with Indian Institute of Technology Bombay is forming a center of excellence. It means IIT Bombay will offer some type of the courses under this center of excellence like animation, visual effects, gaming and the comic will be offered by the IIT Bombay. And guys, this information basically announced by our Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting, that is Prakash Javadekar ji, and who is currently addressing the CII Big Picture Summit 2020. All you know about CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industries. Confederation of Indian Industries Big Picture Summit 2022 is addressed by Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting, that is Prakash Javadekar ji, and he told us that the India is building a pavilion at Cannes, and India is also hosting this summit that is known as Global Media and Film Summit in 2021. The here organization is very important, CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industry. Who is the president of CII? President is Uday Kotak ji. Headquarter is in New Delhi, India, but president is Uday Kotak. Now we are moving to our next news. What is the name of India's first digital asset management platform, which is recently launched by Niti Aayog? Now mark under the most important section, because this is a new kind of thing which is established by Niti Aayog and also launched by Niti Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant. So remember, CEO of Niti Aayog is Amitabh Kant. And guys, what is the name of this first digital asset management platform? Name is DigiBox. So remember, the answer is B, DigiBox, and it is as same as the Google Drive. It is as same as Google Drive. It means you can store the videos, the photos, and all the documents which you want to store, and they are also providing some free spaces and also some prizes under the free spaces. So India first indigenously developed digital asset management platform, and it is launched by Amitabh Kant, who is currently the CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Niti Aayog. You can also see here the digital file storage, sharing and management SaaS product provides storage options for individuals and organization for all sizes and industries, as same as Google Drive, which is also offering the storage facilities for individuals and organizations of all size and the industries. DigiBox is first indigenous tech startup to enter the digital asset management business. So remember, it is the first indigenously tech startup. The mostly used is the Google Drive. Now many people can use this DigiBox. And who is the first subscriber? It means who opened the first account in DigiBox. That is Amitabh Kant, CEO of the Niti Aayog. You can also remember this. And what is the tagline of this? Make in India, store in India. It means this processor is basically based on the indigenous basis, and store in India is basically Atmanirbhar Bharat, to enhance the Atmanirbhar Bharat. The platform is available on the desktop, Android, and the iOS platform. So remember, it can be used on the desktop, Android phones, and the Apple iPhones. So remember this. So we are moving to next question. Remember, this DigiBox is the most important, and remember about the Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog chairman is Prime Minister. Niti Aayog vice chairman Dr. Rajiv Kumar, and who is the Niti Aayog CEO? Amitabh Kant. Now we are moving to next question. National Consumer Day 2020 is annually observed across India on which day? Mark under the most important, because these 3 days are very important, like 22, 23 and 24. We already covered 22 and 23. 22 of December is celebrated as Mathematician Day, that is on the name of Ramanujan, and 23 is celebrated as the Farmers Day, our former Prime Minister Chaudhary Charan Singh. And now 24th of December is celebrated as the National Consumer Day. National Consumer Day, and you can also see here National Consumer Day is celebrated on the 24th of December. And what is the theme? New features of Consumer Protection Act 2019. What is the theme? New features of Consumers Protection Act 2019. And guys, this day is very important, because this is just to highlight the importance of the consumer movement and the needs to ensure that customers are aware of their rights and responsibilities. And on the same day, that is on the 24th of December, on the same day, Consumer Protection Act 1986 was passed. 1986 Consumer Act was passed. That's why this is celebrated as the National Consumer Day. So remember these 3 days that are very important: 22, 23 and 24. 22 is Mathematician, 23 is National Farmers Day, and 24 is the Consumer Day. You can basically remember these 3 days simultaneously. Now we are moving to our next question. Which country launched FA-18 Super Hornet using Sky Jump for Indian Navy contract? It means this country basically tested this Super Hornet jet aircraft, and this is launched because Indian Navy want to sign contract with that country, so that Indian Navy also want to buy this Super Hornet. And guys, answer is very simple. Answer is USA. Answer is USA, because you all know that Rafale belongs to France. Now this Super Hornet belongs to USA. But USA is waiting for this contract and Indian Navy just want to grasp this deal of the Super Hornet. So remember the main keyword is this Super Hornet. It is jet aircraft because Indian Navy is now using MiG type of the aircrafts and now Super Hornet can be used by the Indian Navy. You can see here this is basically a jump type of the testing and it is Super Hornet fighter jet operation on India's carrier successfully demonstrated Boeing. You can also see here Boeing and United States Navy successfully launched. Boeing is also a company belongs to USA and United States Navy successfully launched this Super Hornet Block 3 version using sky jump. This is basically a sky jump technique. Sky jump technique at the Naval Air Station of the Maryland in USA. The launch showcases the compatibility of Super Hornet to operate from short take-off but arrested recovery. This is known as STOBAR. This is the platform under which INS Vikramaditya and INS Vikrant in future will perform the Indian aircraft carriers. So remember, these are the Indian aircraft carriers which are using the STOBAR technique and it is used in the INS Vikramaditya and it will be used in the INS Vikrant. So Indian Navy want to procure that Super Hornet and it belongs to USA. Remember, it belongs to USA. So this is the most important section question because Super Hornet was very much in news and this news is specially covered by the print newspaper. You can see here Boeing announces successful sky jump of Super Hornets eyes Indian Navy deal for the fighters. At present, MiG-29K is serving as the fighter jet of the Indian Navy. And the Hornet can be serviced in partnership with the Indian Navy as well as India and US based partnership throughout its life cycle. It means it can enhance the ties between India and the US. So guys, mark under the most important keyword here is the Super Hornet and it belongs to USA. Second thing, most important is Indian Navy, who is the Chief of Naval Staff, that is Admiral Karambir Singh. Remember, and Boeing is a company based on the Chicago, United States of America. Now we are moving to next question. Which bank signed memorandum of understanding with Indian Green Building Council? This is basically organization under the CII, again Confederation of Indian Industries, to promote green buildings in India. Green buildings in India. Mark under the most important section and match the answer with me. You can pause the video and match answer with me. Answer is HDFC. So right answer is D, HDFC. You can see here HDFC and CII organization basically signed an MOU for the green buildings initiatives. What are these green buildings? Green buildings is a practice to increase the efficiency of a building or a site to optimize the use of energy. It means you can use the new or the renewable energy sources, water conservation methods and material that can reduce the impact on the human health and the environment throughout its life cycle. It means basically to reduce the effect of the carbon emission, or you can say to reduce the effect of greenhouse on the environment. They will use these type of the energy, water and the material so that the minimum to minimum effect can be on the human health and the on environment. This is the HDFC, and second is Indian Green Building Council. So they will create awareness and promote financing open green buildings in India, and this will enhance the green space in India. So this bank is the HDFC. HDFC again, guys, it is very important bank. And who is currently the managing director and CEO of HDFC? That is Shashidhar Jagdishan. You can remember the name Shashidhar Jagdishan because he replaced Aditya Puri. Remember, Aditya Puri is replaced by the Shashidhar Jagdishan. Now we are moving to next question. Who authored a book COVID-19 Sabhyata Ka Sankat aur Samadhan? So we are putting this question under the most important because author is most important person, and this author received 2014 Nobel Peace Prize from India, and this Nobel Prize was shared by Malala Yousafzai from Pakistan. And I think you now get the name. Answer is very simple. Answer is Kailash Satyarthi. Remember, Kailash Satyarthi received the Nobel Prize in 2014 for his Bachpan Bachao Andolan initiative, and he received this Nobel Prize with the Malala Yousafzai. So remember Kailash Satyarthi, and he wrote this Sabhyata Ka Sankat aur Samadhan. Remember this. Now we are moving to our next section, that is the very important question, and here is our first question. Firefly Bird Diverter, a unique initiative started by Ministry of Environment to reduce the mortality of which bird? It means these diverters put on the cables so that these birds can be protected, and this initiative is started by Ministry of Environment. So guys, mark under the very important section and match the answer with me. You can pause the video and match answer. Answer is C. Great Indian Bustard, and specially these diverters are basically placed in the Pokhran area because there is a desert national park in the Pokhran area of the Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. So they put these firefly bird diverters so that maximum to maximum great Indian bustard can be saved because they are critically endangered species, or you can say critically threatened species. You can also see here, it is to reduce the mortality of great Indian bustard from the overhead power lines in area with high population of great Indian bustard in the wild. Especially you can say and you can mark that is in the Pokhran in the Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. There is a desert national park under which these great Indian bustard exist. Under this initiative, around 1813 diverter flaps called fireflies were installed on the lines, which can be spotted by these birds from a distance of 50 meters. It means they can notice these lines approximately at a distance of the 50 meter, and they can change their course. It means these diverters can be successfully placed with a distance of the 50 meter. GIB, it means Great Indian Bustard, is one of the most critically threatened species in India with less than 150 birds left in the wild. So much less population. So we have to conserve these type of the birds. You can also see here, this news is covered by the Hindu. Pokhran's firefly bird diverters shine to save the Great Indian Bustard. These are just basically lights which are placed on the cable lines so that Great Indian Bustard can detect these lines and can divert their path. The selected stretch is opposite to the Pokhran field firing range, which provides a safe habitat for the breeding population of Great Indian Bustard, the Desert National Park in Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. So 2 or 3 things are important. One is the Great Indian Bustard, and it comes under the critically threatened species, and the Great Desert National Park is very famous for the Great Indian Bustard. So remember this. Now we are moving to next question, but here Rajasthan is important, guys. Here is Sariska National Park in Rajasthan, very important. There is Kaladeogana National Park, again in Rajasthan. There is a Ranthambore National Park, most important national park from India. You can remember 3 national parks more in the Rajasthan. Now we are moving to next question. Which state government signed MOU with IIT Madras to implement data-driven system approach to road safety? So very simple question. It means the state government want to improve the road safety system. So they tied up with the IIT Madras, and I am talking about which state. You can pause the video and match answer with me. And answer is very simple, guys. Answer is Rajasthan. Again, answer is Rajasthan. You can also see here this. The state of IIT Madras and state of Rajasthan signs MOU to create data-driven system approach to road safety. So guys, under this initiative, what IIT Madras will do? IIT Madras basically provide the capability of the Rajasthan department or the Rajasthan safety team so that they can create strategy and implement work packages for stakeholder departments to accomplish safety roads in Rajasthan. Basically, IIT Madras will create a roadmap to reach the sustainable development goals. You have to remember this, sustainable development goals of reducing 50% road fatalities by 2023, because you all know that SDG goals should be achieved by the year of 2030. By the year of 2030, and this IIT Madras will create this type of the roadmap that this can be achieved by 2030, that is the 50, to reduce the 50% of road fatalities by 2030, and ultimately to achieve 0 deaths from the road traffic accident. This is the main motive behind the MOU with the IIT Madras and is the state of the Rajasthan. So we already covered so much points about Rajasthan. We already covered the national parks of the Rajasthan. You can also remember Rana Pratap Sagar Dam, that is on the Chambal River in Rajasthan. You can also remember the Meja Dam in Bhilwara, Bhim Sagar Dam in Jalawar. So many dams in the Rajasthan, but mostly you have to remember this Rana Pratap Sagar Dam on the Chambal River. So we are moving to our next question. Which state government and SAP India signed MOU to equip micro, small, medium enterprises in the state with digital skill and technology? Very simple question. This SAP India will provide some digital access provide some digital tools to the MSMEs so that they can enhance their business and they can improve the state growth rate, because due to COVID-19 so much growth rate is slowed down. That's why they just want to improve this growth rate. And answer is very simple. Answer is Telangana. So match answer with me. Every question you can match, and you can basically evaluate yourself that how much questions you can remember for long time period. And the state is Telangana. You can see here the SAP India and the government of Telangana collaborate to drive digitalization for the MSMEs. You can also see here this news is covered by the Economic Times. Telangana and the SAP India collaborate to drive digitalization for MSMEs. This will pave the way for the MSMEs to become self-reliant and globally competitive, because by using the digital tools they can globally compete with the other companies, and it can basically improve the performance of the companies. And purpose of this MOU to digitalize and empower MSMEs in the state, so that maximum to maximum growth rate of the state can be enhanced, and this state government is Telangana. The program by offering MSMEs the access of the global marketplace, because by using the digital tools these MSMEs can reach globally, and digital skilling for the workforce and the access of affordable enterprise technology will work to promote entrepreneurship for this sector. It means the new startups can take place, and new startups can increase during this initiative, and it can enhance the growth rate of the state. So maximum focus should be on the MSMEs, because maximum workplace is working under the MSME sector. So guys, remember this state is Telangana and the organization is SAP India. But organization is not important, state government is important. And guys, you can remember one most important national park of India in Telangana, that is Mahavir Harina National Park. Or you can also remember one more important national park, that is Marugavani National Park. So there are two, Harina National Park, or you can say the full name Mahavir Harina Vanasthali National Park, and second is Marugavani, Marugavani, Marugavani National Park, that is also in Telangana. Now we are moving to next question. India signed a revised air services agreement with which country or the countries for enhanced and seamless connectivity? So this agreement, like air service agreement, is very important for any country, because it is the agreement signed between two nations, and they can operate such type of the flights which can carry more trade. It means more goods can travel from one country to next country. So that's why this is very you can say the very important air service agreement, and the two countries are very important, that is Philippines, second is Afghanistan. You have to remember these both countries, like Philippines and Afghanistan. Philippine capital is Manila, currency is Philippine peso. Remember, currency is peso. And Afghanistan, you all know, capital is Kabul, currency is Afghani. So answer should be both A and C. Answer is D, guys. You can remember this. Now you can see here, the agreement will help in creating an environment for enhanced and seamless connectivity between the air service carriers of both sides, because you can enhance your trade between the two countries. Apart from ensuring safety and security, the agreement has the capacity to increase trade. You can increase the trade if your connectivity is more. If the trade is increased, it means investment automatically increase. By the investment, the more people will come and more people will go out. It means tourism and culture also promotes. So it means it is good for both the countries. It is bilateral agreement to allow international commercial, because it is basically for the commercial agreement, air transport service between the signatories. It means more goods can travel from one country to another country. So this agreement is basically signed under the Chicago Convention, and it was signed in the 1944. So by this line, you can remember Chicago Convention is related to air service agreement. You can only have to remember this line under this Chicago Convention. So guys, now we are moving to next question. ISRO signed Memorandum of Understanding with which institute to set up its Regional Academic Center for Space, that is known as Regional Academic Center for Space, RACS, and mark under the very important because it is related to the ISRO, and ISRO is opening a Regional Academic Center. Mark the answer right, and answer is IIT Banaras Hindu University. It means you can simply say IIT Banaras and ISRO signed to set up a Regional Academic Center for Space. At which place? At IIT BHU. It means in the campus. You can see here ISRO and Regional Academic Center at IIT BHU. You can also see here, this will enable advanced research in the future technology of the Indian space program. It means they can basically teach the students of IIT Banaras or Banaras Hindu University so that they can enhance their interest in the space studies or the Indian space programs. So it is to ease these short and the long term projects at the institute so as to advance and research and development culture among the students, so that maximum to maximum students can participate in the Indian space program and maximum to maximum students can take part in the research and development of the space studies. So this is the main initiative of the IIT Banaras and the ISRO. So here organization is very important, that is ISRO. ISRO's headquarters is in Bengaluru. You have to remember this. And who is the chairman or who is the head of this ISRO? Head is K. Sivan. Remember, head is K. Sivan. Now we are moving to next question. Recently, poet and activist Padam Shri Sugatha Kumari passed away. She was poet of which language? So, most importantly, you have to remember the name, that is Sugatha Kumari. She recently passed away and she was poet of which language? And guys, pause the video and match answer with my answer. Answer is Malayalam. So, B answer is correct. Mark this answer right. You can also see here, renowned Malayalam poet and social activist Sugatha Kumari passed away. You can also see here, Sugatha Kumari was the founding secretary of Prakriti Samrakshak Samiti and Abhya, a home for destitute women in Kerala. And it is very popular in Kerala, guys. So that's why I covered this line under this slide. She published her first novel in 1957. Not important, but this is just information so that you can remember the news for a long time period. She received the first Indra Priyadarshini Vrish Mitra by the center of her contribution to the conservation of nature, because she was also very good activist and she was working for the conservation of nature. That's why she was the first Indra Priyadarshini Vrish Mitra. Remember, Vrish Mitra means she want to save the trees. That's why the name is Vrish Mitra. So remember the name of the lady, that is Sugatha Kumari, and she belongs to Malayalam poetry, and also she is a social activist and she was working for the conservation of nature. Now we are moving to next question. India becomes country to manufacture high power electric locomotive indigenously. Mark under the very important section, and India becomes, mark the answer C right. And answer is C, guys. Sixth country to manufacture high power electric locomotives indigenously. You can see here, India becomes sixth country to manufacture high power electric loco indigenously, and this plant of high power electric locomotives set up in Bihar. And this was basically the agreement of 2015 with the Ministry of Railways and Alstom. Alstom is a company of France, but they are using all the indigenous product of India, and signed a contract worth rupees 25,000 crore. That is a huge amount which is signed with the Ministry of Railways to produce high power electric locomotives at Madhepura Electric Loco Factory in Bihar. It means this factory is producing high power electric locomotives and whose capacity is basically 12,000 horsepower. Earlier, India was producing the medium range of power electric locomotives whose capacity was 6,000 horsepower. But now they are producing 12,000 horsepower. It means India becomes the sixth country under this type of the locomotives. And this in 2015, it was the largest ever foreign direct investment project in Indian Railways, because they are investing 25,000 crore and this company belongs to France. The contract allowed for manufacturing 800 Prima locomotives, that capacity is 12,000 horsepower, at the Madhepur Electric Loco Factory, Bihar, and all these electric motives will be designed at Alstom Engineering Center in Bengaluru, Karnataka. It means all are designed by the Alstom, but it will be manufactured in the Bihar's factory. So remember, this is the very important news. Even you can mark under the most important section. So 2 or 3 things are important under this question. One is basically India becomes the sixth country to manufacture these type of the engine which has capacity of 12,000 horsepower, and this factory is set up in Bihar, and this is the largest foreign investment, and which company is basically partnership with the Ministry of Railways, that is Alstom. So these 2 or 3 things you have to remember under this question. Now we are moving to our next section, that is the important question, and under this section we will discuss one question. Who headed the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs recently prepared a report on management of COVID-19. And this is basically a Parliament Standing Committee, total members 31, And out of 31, 10 members belongs to Rajya Sabha and 21 members belongs to the Lok Sabha. So you have to remember this, that 10 members belongs to the Rajya Sabha and 21 members belongs to the Lok Sabha. And this is the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs who prepared this management of the COVID-19 report. And you have to tell me that who is the chairman or who headed this committee. So answer is very simple. He is currently very famous in the Congress party. It means he is the veteran leader of the Congress. So tell me, answer is very simple. Answer is Anand Sharma. So it is not so much important, but you can mark under the important and mark the name under the important section, that is Anand Sharma. Now we are moving to last section, that is the one-liner important point. Here is first, India successfully test fires Army's variant of MRSAM from ITR Odisha. Now what is this MRSAM? That is medium range surface to air missile. So very simple. This is tested by the Indian Army and it is from the Chandipur coast of the Odisha. So not so much important, but it is information for you. Next is the Ministry of Corporate Affairs extended the suspension of insolvency and bankruptcy by another 3 months to March 25th, 2021. And guys, Ministry of Corporate Affairs comes under Nirmala Sitharaman. That is the Union Minister of Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and Minister of State is Anurag Singh Thakur. And they suspended basically insolvency and bankruptcy code for another 3 months. It means till the 25th March of 2021. It means you have to remember this date, 25th March 2021, because of the COVID-19. Next is Indian Navy and CSIR, National Institute of Oceanography, signed MOU to collaborate and exchange expertise in the field of ocean studies. It means Indian Navy and this institute, this is the institute of CSIR, that is National Institute of Oceanography, signs MOU so that they can exchange the expert advice of both parties in the field of the ocean studies. So you have to remember this. This is important question, and the important thing under this question is NIO. Remember NIO. And where is the headquarter of this NIO? Goa. Remember, where is the National Institute of Oceanography? That is in Goa. Next, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And third is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So there are 3 ministries, but 2 are important. That is Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare announced grand challenge for strengthening the CoWIN platform. So the most important keyword here is the CoWIN. CoWIN is a digital platform developed by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to roll out and scale up mechanisms for the COVID-19 vaccine distribution system across India so that everyone can share equal and equitable distribution under the vaccine. So remember this CoWIN platform, and it is basically developed by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And who is the Minister of Electronics and Information Technology? Very simple guys, Ravi Shankar Prasad. And who is the Minister of Health and Family Welfare? Again very simple, Harshvardhan ji. Next, Minister of Tribal Affairs launched new Tribes India outlet in Assam, and it was situated in Guwahati International Airport. And who is the Minister of Tribal Affairs? Arjun Munda. Next, India to host Global Media and Film Summit in 2021. I already covered this point. So these are the very important one-liner points. Now we are moving to the answer of the 24th of December question. And what is the answer of 24th of December? Let's look for the question. Question was, which country Navy will join with NATO members for its first joint drill with NATO members in the last 10 years? So guys, it is the important question, and you can mark under even very important question and the most important question. So the most important thing under this question, this NATO members, because NATO means North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and it is also known as the North Atlantic Alliance. It means the countries which are basically situated near the North Atlantic coast, that is known as the NATO countries. And it is an intergovernment military alliance between the 30 European and the North American countries. Remember, 30 North American and the European countries. It means total member countries of the NATO are 30, and this NATO organization was established in 1949. Remember this. And where is the headquarter of NATO? Headquarter is in Brussels, or you can say the Belgium. because Brussels is a capital of Belgium. You have to remember this. And the European Union headquarters is also in Brussels, Belgium. Remember this. And guys, which country will join the NATO members for its first joint drill with NATO members in the last 10 years? And this country is Russia. So remember, the country is Russia. So mark the answer right, and every student who commented in the comment box gives the answer very much right. So guys, now we are moving to next question, and it is the question of day 25th of December. You can see here, which pharma company will become the world first company to produce a green vaccine? Now what is the meaning of green vaccine? That there will be a zero emission or the reduced emission, so that less to less effect on the environment to produce a vaccine. So this is the main initiative of the green vaccine. And which pharma company will become the world's first company to produce a green vaccine? And I am giving you hint that the headquarter of this company is in Pune, Maharashtra. Pune, Maharashtra. Remember this. And guys, please answer only in the comment box, because I am reading the comment box and I am evaluating the students so that we can acknowledge that students who are giving answers on the daily basis. So that's why you have to answer only in the comment box. So guys, this is all for today. So please subscribe our channel. Please press the bell button. It is for you guys, because you can receive the notification on time. And guys, please provide 700 plus likes, because if you provide this, it gives us motivation and we can make more videos on the different contents. And guys, it is Affairs Cloud promise that it will boost your confidence in the general awareness section. And it is my personal promise that if you are watching the videos regularly and if you are reading the current affairs from the PDFs, then your current affairs section definitely will go strong. And guys, because 90% of your exam questions are covered by Affairs Cloud. This is the benefit of Affairs Cloud. And thank you guys for watching this video. Take care. Bye-bye and be happy always.